Hey YouTubers, is that Van Guy again with another video. Today we're going to be checking out my store finds and mail deliveries for the week. And also thrown in is a lot of stuff I found at this month's buy, sell, trade event that we have locally in my area. So I figured I would kind of break it into two halves this video. The first stuff list shown here is stuff that I won't be opening. Either things that I wanted to keep carded, or these are doubles or like trade bait for trading. So the first one, I believe this is a brand new casting from Matchbox. This is a newer Nissan van, Nissan NV van. I don't believe you could leave a comment if you know otherwise, but I believe this is the first release of this Nissan van. I don't think Matchbox has ever released this Nissan van, because I searched on the internet and I couldn't find any other paint schemes in this version. And the reason I'm not opening this is because I picked up two of these, so we will open one in the second half. But I just wanted to get all the stuff that I'm not opening that's going to stay carded out of the way. So this is a new Matchbox van from Nissan. And I had two, so I'm going to keep one carded. Next up, I have this A-Team van, but these A-Team vans are very popular, very collectible. A lot of people want them, so I got, there was a few for sale at our local buy-sell trade meet, so I picked up one of them just to trade with or to resell. So that one, because I already have this particular one loose in my collection, so this is just for trading or to resell, so that one won't be opened. Then we have this new Disney set, just recently came out. I got these from SC Diecast at my buy sell trade event. I got a full set for my wife because she's into Disney stuff. And then I just got a couple of the vans that I wanted. I wanted a couple extra of the 66 Dodge A100 and the Super Van. So these are either going to stay carded for me to keep. I already have them both loose, or they will be used to trade with. So we're not going to open those. And then I also have these Team Hot Wheels Car Culture Team Transports. The Snake and Mongoose set. I already have those loose and opened them on a previous video, so check that video out. But I wanted to keep, these have really awesome card art. I really love the card art on these, and I think these are going to be very collectible and sought after, like, down the road. So I got an extra set that I'm going to keep carded and display in my diecast room. Okay, now for all the loose stuff, I'll go through some of the stuff that I did, trades and buys that I did from the buy-sell trade, and some other stuff I got this week. First off, we'll check out this cool, I believe looks like this one's a Hot Wheels. I think this might be from the Drag Strip Demons original set, or some sort of race car set. I did a trade with Richard Dinky from our local Diecast club. I had a double of a black Snake and Mongoose funny car, and I collect a lot of these Mopar drag cars. And I did not have this Mickey Weiss, I believe it's a Dart. And it looked really cool, and he had a bunch of loose ones for sale. And I said, hey, you know, I'd be interested in the red and white Mickey Weiss Dart, if you wanted to do a trade. So I got this one, and I traded him a Snake and Mongoose double that I had. So yeah, it's a Hot Wheels Dodge Dart. So it's got real rider tires. Very detailed, cool little car. So glad to have that one. Another one, I got this at our buy-sell trade event. I just paid a couple bucks for it. You know, these are a pop culture with real riders, so if I bought it brand new, it'd be at least $5-6. But I was able to get it for just a few. I started collecting these deco deliveries, and I have a handful of them, maybe 8 or 9 so far, and I didn't have this one. So, and you know, when you find one cheap that you don't have, probably not the coolest one or the most exciting one. It's just from Snoopy Pop Culture, but you know, when you collect this casting and you find a version really cheap, you know, you jump on it. So glad to add that one. Next up, we got, I'll show you, I did an eBay, bought something from an eBay seller, and I guess according to him, his wife packaged it. She put 2 loose cars in a bubble envelope with no packing inside whatsoever. So the cars could like bang into each other and get all scratched up. So I messaged him and said, hey man, that's not the way to send Hot Wheels, is just throw 2 in a bag and send them like that. So he apologized. He said, sorry, you know, that's not how I usually do it. And to try to make it up to me, he said he would, I told him I was into vans, and he said he would send me a couple of vans, you know, as a sorry for, you know, sending my cars that I purchased like that, you know, got scratched up or chipped or whatever. So he sent this this Mopar version of the 77 custom Dodge van. I already have this in my collection, so that'll probably go in the trade bin. He also sent a couple of vehicles that he obviously bought to steal the wheels off of. This is a Spy versus Spy, which 66 Dodge A100, which is a popular one. So I just like cringe when I see these guys like buying these vans and tearing all the wheels off of them and then just, you know, junking them or throwing them away. So I have some custom friends that could probably put some wheels on it, just put a little tape on it just to hold it together. It's got the interior and everything. It's just missing the wheels. So I could have some more wheels put on it again, and then, you know, trade it or sell it to somebody that's looking for that one. Also, he sent this one, and this was another one that he bought to steal the wheels off of, and this is a really cool van. This is brand new. Like, this is sought after. There are a lot of people looking for this. I can't believe he bought it just to steal the wheels off of, and he just threw some random Matchbox wheels in there and sent it, and I put the little tape on it because when you pick it up it falls apart. But yeah, so that's that one. We get some real riders back on it, and somebody probably want that one. So that's it for that one. I also did a trade with Brian Kohler from our local club. Really cool guy. He had this Centipede, Atari/Centipede Cool Ones version, and he posted on our page, and I'm like, oh man, that's really cool. I don't have that one, and I do collect that casting. So he's like, oh, well, let me see what I can do. Maybe I can find you one. So he did find me one on eBay, I guess, and just for like a couple bucks. So, you know, he said, oh, don't worry, buddy, I got you. I got one for you. So, Brian Kohler, thanks, buddy, for that. He got me this one, so I can add that to my Cool One collection. Really nice real riders on that, pop culture. Nice wheels, and pretty nice design on it. So glad to have that one. Another one I got, he posted, is this old chrome super van. It's a red line. Not in too bad shape for how old it is. I think this was probably released in the late 70s, early 80s. It is a red line. But I'm not really sure. It doesn't look like it's been drilled. I don't think they wheel swapped it. It looks like those are the original rivets. But I don't know if it got glued or what, because these wheels do not turn whatsoever. They are like super tight. They will not budge. Like, I even, you know, pressed on them with all my might to try to move them, and they are freaking locked. So either they're super rusty or they're super glued. But it doesn't look to me like the original rivet was drilled out. So I don't think someone wheel swapped or put some different wheels on this. I believe these are original wheels, but it probably will need to be drilled, and some new wheels and axles will have to be put on, because these are just, it doesn't even roll, and it doesn't even, you know, one of the wheels is really tucked up inside and the other side is really not, so it doesn't even really sit straight. But I just thought it's a pretty cool vintage van, and the deco tampo is still there. It's not all worn off like a lot of them, and it doesn't seem to be super chipped up, although in the silver color it's a lot harder to tell. But I think it would be a nice one to, you know, get cleaned up and drill it and put some new wheels on, or just, you know, reproduction original wheels. And somebody would probably want that. So and he just gave it to me for like $1. Then this one here is another one. I collect these Anglia panels, and I didn't have this Crybaby sour bubblegum version of the Anglia panel. I do have quite a few. I've probably got almost 50 of these. I'll show you the card real quick. From the Sweet Ride series. Those are the other vehicles in the series. But this is for my personal collection, one I don't have, so obviously we're going to open it. This one looks like this is the opening hood version. A lot of them have, most of them do have an opening hood, but not all of them do. There are some that are sealed where the casting does not have an opening hood. So happy to have that one. Add that to the Anglia panel collection. Let you check that one out. This one's just, I believe it just has the plastic wheels on it. Yeah, just the plastic wheels. Even though it looks like it's more of a premium release. Next up, we got this really cool custom that I got from Matt Duncan in my local club. Let me see if I can get, might take me a second to open this thing. Okay, there we go. It took me a second to get it open. I just wanted to take the cover off so you don't get the extra glare. Check out, I think it's Cujo's Customs on Facebook. That's my buddy Matt Duncan. He also has a Combat Medic fan page, which I'm a part of, so look for that. I think it's Hot Wheels Combat Medic fans or something like that. I'll have to take a look. Maybe I can include a link in the description, but he always makes some really cool customs, like ones that are military inspired or whatever. This is kind of like, you know, nose art style, and really cool, and kind of more of an adult collection piece. It's got some numbers from, like, he said he got these numbers off like the side of an airplane, and it's, you know, a pretty cool piece. Custom wheels, rubber tires, and it's just screwed to the base. I probably will remove it from the base. I usually don't keep them in these display cases, these little cases, and then I will give him the case back so he can reuse it. And then that'll go with my Combat Medic collection. So that's pretty cool. Really excited to have that custom. Next up we have one, I believe I got this one on eBay. This is a Baja Breaker. This comes in like 5 or 6 different color variations. This is from Series 1. And I didn't have this orange version. It's kind of hard to tell on the camera sometimes, or even on eBay when you're buying stuff with these slight colors, because there's like an orange, there's a fuchsia, there's a red, and they're all metallic. So sometimes it's really hard to tell which one you're getting. The easiest way I found is watch where the flames are. The flames on the side, they all have the same tampo design or flames, but they have kind of like a pinstripe around the outside of the flame. And that's what you want to really look at to differentiate the difference between them, because they have different colored outlines, and that's what makes it it's the easiest way to tell if it's the red or the orange or the fuchsia. And then there's like a purple and a blue and a green, I believe. I think there's at least 5 or 6 of these. So this is the orange one I did not have, so glad to add that to the collection. to my Baja Breaker collection. I'll probably be doing a video in the near future. Here's that new Matchbox Nissan NV van I was telling you about that I showed in the first half of the video. Just I got 2 of them, so I'm going to keep one carded, but we will open this one and add it to the collection. I believe this is a brand new casting from Matchbox. I don't think they've released it in any other variations or versions yet. I think this is the first one. I tried to do a search on a Google search to try to find more information about this van to see if it's in other different paint schemes or different versions, but this is the only one I could find on the internet when I did a light search. So I think this is the first one or first example. So not my favorite van design, but it is kind of cool that people are still making new full-size vans. I'm sure it'll be real popular for the, you know, cargo carrier type companies and stuff, delivery companies. Nissans are usually pretty reliable. But, you know, it's got a long snout, even like longer than like a Ford Econoline. So it's almost like a pickup truck with a van back on it. But, you know, they can't all look the same. I guess that's what makes them unique, right? So last but not least is just this Honda Odyssey. You've seen my video already. I already have a casting spotlight on this Honda Odyssey, but it was brought to my attention by Paul Wooten that I had the one in my personal collection. It had kind of like an error on it where the black stripe was kind of at an angle. So I found another one. I'm gonna replace it with this one, so I kind of have a good example in my collection of this van. And this is kind of a cool one. I like the black and silver. Just a nice paint scheme on this one. No taillight tampos on it, unfortunately. And it's just the mainline version, so it's got kind of like the plastic front and back versus the premium metal version. But yeah, check out, if you wanted to see more about this video, I have a casting spotlight on this particular, on this casting. I have a video already, so check out my Hot Wheels playlist of all the different Hot Wheels spotlight castings, or Hot Wheels casting spotlights. And you could see all the different versions that are released of this casting. I own them all, but the one I had was, I guess the graphics were not really great on it, so I just grabbed another one to replace it. Hopefully the stripe still looks a hair crooked, but hopefully it's a little bit better than the one that I had. So that's it, guys, for today's video. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give my video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And check out all the other videos I have in my different playlists. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.